Okie dokie, let's get started with some math. So let's take a look at our calendar. We know the month we're in is called September. Good. From reading our morning message, we remember today is Wednesday, September 16th. Great job. Now, how many days have we been in kindergarten? We saw yesterday that we made one group of 10. So, our number sentences are going to look a little bit different because we have a group of 10. So, our number sentence is going to start with a 10 this time. A 10 is a 1 and a 0. So, we have our 1 and our 0. And then we're going to do our plus sign. And then how many more are we going to be adding? Good, just one. So we're going to draw our 1, and then we'll do our equal sign. Now, let's use our fingers to count. Let's practice our Spanish, okay? Or our sign language, excuse me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we have to add one more. Think about what is one more than 10. Let's take a look at our calendar. Maybe it'll help us. What's one more? If we do one jump, we get to 11. 11 is 2 ones put together. So we go 1, 1. And that is an 11. Now today I also want to teach you the sign language for numbers 11 through 20, okay? So we know our numbers 1 through 10. Let's practice those again together. Here we go. Remember, our fingers start facing us. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we flip around. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now what? What comes next? Do you remember? What comes after 10? 11. So to make it 11, we're going to start just like we do with our 1 or our numbers 1 through 5, and our fist is going to face us. So for our 11, we are just going to bounce it 2 times. Ready? We go 1, 2. That is an 11. Let's try that one more time together. 1, 2. For our 12, we're going to pop up that 2, and we're going to bounce it together 2 times. Ready? 1, 2. Great. So we just got to 10. We go 11, and then we go 12. Good. Now for 13, let's make our 3, and we're going to glue these 2 fingers together, and this thumb is going to stay right where it is, but we're going to do 2 little jumps just like we did before. Ready? We're going to go 1, 2. So that's 13. So remember, these first 2 fingers are glued together, our thumb stays where it is, and we go 1, 2. That's what it looks like if you're looking at it, but we do the 13 this way. So we go 1, 2. Good. So we have 11, 12, 13, 14 is going to be just our 4 fingers. We're going to glue them together and do the similar thing, 2 bounces. It'll look like this from the other side. So we'll do 14. And then for 15, similar to 3, this thumb is going to stay here, and our 4 fingers are going to do the 2 bounces. 1, 2. So it'll look like this. 1, 2 from the other side. Let's count 11 through 15 together. We'll go nice and slow. So for our 11, we do our 2 bounces. 1, 2. 12, we do 2 bounces again. 1, 2. 13, we're going to glue those 2 fingers together. Our thumb is out to the side, and we're going to do our 2 bounces. 1, 2. For 14, we have our number 4 glued together, and we're going to do our 2 bounces. 1, 2. 15, that thumb stays right there, and let's do those 2 bounces. 1, 2. You know 11 through 15 now. Awesome job. All right, now to do 16. Do you remember how we made the number 6? All right, so we're going to do 2 flicks. So we'll go 1, 2, and that is 16. Okay, so we go 1, 2. To do our 17, we make our 7, and we do 2 flicks. 1, 2. For 18, we make our number 8, and we go 1, 2. For 19, we make our 9, and we go 1, 2. For 20, we're going to make some chompers, and we're going to chomp 2 times. 1, 2. So, for our numbers, we just got to 15. Let's practice 16, so we go 1, 2. Remember, we're making our 6 and flicking 2 times. For 17, we go 1, 2. 18, 1, 2. 19, and then get your chompers out for 20. 1, 2. So we're going to try counting all the way from 1 to 20 together using our sign language. All right, so remember, our fist starts facing us. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we'll go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great job. We're going to keep practicing that. So it's okay if it's still hard. It's kind of hard sometimes to figure out which fingers you have to put together and which fingers you have to glue together and which fingers do the bouncing. So don't worry. It's okay. We're going to work on it together every day. All right. So we are going to be playing a game today. And we are going to be practicing adding our single-digit numbers. Single-digit numbers are our numbers 1 through 9. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, because they only have 1 digit. What does that mean? So remember yesterday when we talked about our 10s and our 1s? If we look at our number 10 over here, remember how it has 2 numbers? That means it has 2 digits. This is the number in the 1's place, and this is the number in the 10's place. Our 1-digit numbers just have a number in the 1's place. So that is our numbers, like I said, 1 through 9. So we're going to need our game board that looks like this. And we'll need something to be our little mover, our little game piece. And we'll need 2 dice. Again, you can use an online dice, or you can even just use 1 dice and roll it 2 times. All right, let's take a look at how that's going to go. Okay, so we are going to need a few different things for our game today. So you're going to need the game board, you're going to need a counter or some sort of object to use as your little game piece, and then you can use an online dice, 1 dice, 2 dice, whatever you would like. And then you could use either like a whiteboard or just paper and pencil to practice writing our number sentences. So I'm going to roll my first dice. I got a 2, so I'll take my pencil and I'm going to make a 2. Now I know we're adding together, so I'm going to put that plus sign. And then I will roll my second dice. All right, I got a 1. So I'm going to add in my 1 and put our equal sign. If I have 2 and I add 1 more, I get 3. So then I will take my counter and I will move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's try one more turn just for an example. All right, let's roll that dice. All right, I got a 5. And we'll add that plus sign. Plus sign. We'll roll our second dice. Oop, we got a 4. So we'll draw in that 4 and put in that equals sign. If I have 5 and I need to add 1, 2, 3, 4 more, how many am I gonna get? I know 5 plus 5 are partners of 10. If I take 1 away, that gives me 9. So I will move my little game piece. Whoops, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, a few things I want to point out about this fun game board. There are a few lose a turn spaces. There are a few go again spaces. And then you can see these arrows similar to chutes and ladders, where if you would land at the bottom of an arrow, really anywhere you land at the bottom of an arrow, you're gonna follow the arrow. So if I land here, I'm gonna follow that arrow up. If I were to land here, I would follow that arrow up. But if I were to land here, I'm gonna follow that arrow down. So play that game until somebody wins and maybe play again if you're really having fun. But please remember to practice writing those number sentences.